right. Thank you all for coming to dedicate our time for Cayden Osborne. Please stand for the presentation. Color guard for March. Color guard halt. Color guard post the colors. Everyone please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Color guard dismissed. All right, everyone except for scouts, you may be seated. Scouts, please remain standing for the scout anthem. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, and to obey the scout law, and to help other people at all times, keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. I would like to call upon Thomas Lippman to lead us in the invocation.
Scout is reverent. God, we thank you for the opportunity to come together as a family, friends, and leaders, and fellow scouts on this significant day in the life of Cayden Osborne. Today is a celebration of a journey full of challenges, friendships, struggles, and occasionally a little fun. Today we think of all the merit badges earned along the way that was committed to the character Cayden has developed, and service to our community that he worked so hard to bring about. Little by little, month by month, and year by year, he was faithful, and we celebrate his faith, commitment, and hard work. So we ask for your blessing on Cayden, his family who supported and encouraged him, and his fellow scouts who helped him along the way. Bless the scout leaders, troop two, and all those who are here physically or in spirit. Continue to walk with Cayden as he takes these next steps in becoming the scout to the person we desire him to be. Amen.
Be seated at this time. At this time, I would like for Becca Tucker and Alex Settings to come forward to light the law candles. As we begin this Eagle Court of Honor and examine the Trail to Eagle, it is fitting that we start with the fundamental principles of scouting, the Scout Oath and the Scout Law. We have just joined together in reciting the oath. In scouting, as in most activities of life, there are rules. The rules of scouting are found in 12 points of the Scout Law. As a candle is lit for each point of the Scout Law, let us pay careful attention to the words and rededicate ourselves to the principles contained in each of those words. A scout is trustworthy. A scout tells the truth. He keeps his promises. Honesty is a part of his code of conduct. A scout is loyal. A scout is true to his family, friends, scout leaders, school, nation, and the world community. A scout is helpful. A scout is concerned about other people. He willingly volunteers to help others without expecting payment or reward. A scout is friendly. A scout is a friend to all. He is a brother to other scouts. He seeks to understand others. He respects those with ideas and customs that are different from his own. A scout is courteous. A scout is polite to everyone regardless of age or position. He knows that good manners make it easier for people to get along together. A scout is kind. A scout understands there is strength in being gentle. He treats others as he wants to be treated. He does not harm or kill anything without reason. A scout is obedient. A scout follows the rules of his family, school, and troop. He obeys the laws of his community and country. If he thinks these rules and laws are unfair, he tries to have them changed in an orderly manner rather than disobey them. A scout is cheerful. A scout looks for the bright side of life. He cheerfully does tasks that come his way. He tries to make others happy. A scout is thrifty. A scout works to pay his way and help others. He saves for the future. He protects and conserves natural resources. He carefully uses time and property. A scout is brave. A scout can face danger even if he is afraid. He has the courage to stand up for what he thinks is right, even if others laugh at him or threaten him. A scout is clean. A scout keeps his body and mind fit and clean. He goes around with those who believe in living by these same ideals. He helps keep his home and community clean. A Scout is reverent. A Scout is reverent toward God. He is faithful in his religious duties, and he respects the beliefs of others. All right, come and be seated.
This is the voice of the eagles whose heights you struggle to reach. We remember well when you first came to the base of the cliff and how you looked up with ambition and determination. Look back for a moment. Look back over the cliff you have climbed. Look back at the experience you have encountered in your ascent. These experiences should not be forgotten, and you should profit by making sure that the adverse ones do not occur again. Experience is a vulnerable teacher. Heed its teachings. Do you remember when you took your first step upon the trail to become an eagle? All the while you were on the trail, we watched you study. We saw you learn by doing. First, you were only a scout. With that first step, you began to grow physically, mentally, and morally. You started living the Scout oath in law. Soon you had attained the tenderfoot rank. Once inspired by the spirit of scouting, you did not stay a tenderfoot for long. Putting simple achievements behind you, you quickly climbed to the rank of second-class scout. Some, like you, were stopping to catch their breath before continuing along the trail. You began to study more, you worked harder, and almost before you knew it, you topped the first summit on the Trail to Eagle when you achieved the first-class badge. There, you found a tempting green meadow by a crystal clear stream bathed in the sun. Here, you were tempted to remain. Yes, you could have remained here, to live the first-class glory. But your ambition stirred you on. We remember your advancement to Star Scout. The trail from first class to star rank was not as difficult as it had seemed. This spurred you on, and again you climbed further. The trail was steeper and less worn. Fewer scouts seemed to be headed in your direction. You looked down and saw the crowds below you. You looked up and saw a few above you, and with the same determination with which you started your climb, you continued up the trail. Gaining the next summit was not easy. Much leadership, service, and hard work had to be done. Soon, you earned the badge of life rank. While the Life Scout is a much coveted position and deserves much credit, the Eagle Trail does not stop there. It still leads on to the summit. Its pathway narrows and steepens considerably. As it winds its way along the narrow ledge, it becomes tougher and more trying. Many things have to be done in order to conquer these last miles. Additional merit badges were earned. Your leadership and service to others were tested through your Eagle Service Project. Only those with the greatest amount of persistence and courage are able to gain this thrill of victory. You are on your way to Eagle. Eagle candidate Cayden, you may now light the Eagle candle. This is the voice of the Eagle. I am the eagle. Since the beginning of time, man has used me and my brothers as a symbol of royalty, power, victory, and valor. My strength and courage have inspired men throughout the ages. I am the eagle. I am prepared to stand for the virtues of freedom, strength, and pride. I am the eagle. I am prepared to serve my God, my country, and my fellow man. I am the eagle. I am prepared to stand for honesty, truth, and integrity. I am the eagle. I am prepared to lead others and to accomplish set tasks to the best of my ability. I am the eagle. I am prepared to cross all lines of race, creed, and nationality. I am the eagle. I am prepared to be self-reliant and resourceful. I am the eagle. I am prepared. Yes, we have watched your character unfold and become more manly. We have watched your leadership expand into a valuable asset. We have watched your mind develop and your wisdom increase. We have watched all these things in you, and now that you are on the threshold of your goal, we welcome you. For you have done your climbing in a true scout-like manner. Congratulations.
The awarding of the Eagle Badge is an important and serious occasion, the climax and the goal for which a Scout works for many years, an occasion of pride and joy, a time for serious contemplation. It is the culmination of efforts of the various leaders of this Scout. The Eagle Award is the highest and most coveted rank in Scouting, the last major step in the advancement program. Fewer than 2% of all Scouts in the United States reach the Eagle rank. At this point, we trust you have achieved our purpose in the building of character, training of leadership, and the practice of service. Careful examination has been made by the court as to the qualifications of this applicant for the Eagle Scout Award. Mr. Cayden Osborne, proficiency in the various crafts and skills prescribed for the Eagle rank has been checked, and the records and merit badges earned by the Scout have been approved and certified by the counselors appointed by the court. The Scout has qualified on the basis of merit badge achievement. Eagle Scout candidate Cayden Osborne has earned 63 merit badges. He has demonstrated capacity and willingness to exert leadership, ability in activities that are constructive and worthwhile to his community. The record has been checked in troop leadership, school affairs, and in other fields of work and service. He has demonstrated loyalty and duty to God and country. We believe him qualified to receive the rank of Eagle Scout. I would like to introduce Scoutmaster Matt Sheffield to present the Eagle Scout Award.
Thank you guys for coming today. This occasion, early in life, right? So today we gather to honor a Scout who's reached the pinnacle of scouting, as we've already said, as the voice of the Eagle has told us. Now this badge, as little as it seems, is actually very, very large, as it represents all the ideals and the fundamentals of what scouting is about. It's a symbol of your hard work, your dedication, your leadership, and your service. It signifies that a Scout has met the challenges, overcome obstacles, and demonstrated the character that defines a Scout. Cayden has done all those things. Cayden, earning an Eagle doesn't just happen by chance. Some may say that some might not earn an Eagle until the planet's aligned, which is at 7 o'clock tonight. But we're ahead of that, right? Yeah. It requires commitment, dedication. Cayden has had all of that. In the ups and the downs, I've been in the peaks and the valleys, literally and figuratively, with Cayden. He's shown a commitment to keep coming back and the dedication that it takes. You've lived the Scout Oath and the Scout Law. You've made a positive impact on your community. One of those positive impacts that Cayden has made is his Eagle Service project. Any of you haven't been there, I encourage you to go see it. It is over at the Agri-Civic Center in Albemarle. Cayden planned, designed, and completed the construction of a flagpole. A commercial grade flagpole at that, not a residential commercial. Which we had to jump through a few hoops on that, right? Yeah. A few people we had to satisfy other than your old scoutmaster. Along with that, he put in a memorial walkway to veterans, just not in Stanley County, but veterans anywhere that have served our great United States. So I encourage you, if you're ever in Albemarle or the Adams Civic Center, go over and take a look at his Eagle project. It's good. It was amazing. But this Eagle project is a powerful symbol of his leadership, of what you can do when you put your mind to it, right? Yep. And that's what that's intended to build in all things that may become, regardless of how difficult they may be. As I remember, we were over at the Agri-Civic Center, and I believe I was about neck deep in a hole, and it was dark. And we were trying to figure out how we would ever pass inspection because our tractor had left. And any of you that have ever dug in Stanley County, is it easy digging, Cayden? No. Not. But we adapted and we overcame. And Cayden was there every step of the way, even in the dark. So, Cayden, today's ceremony is just not about looking back about what we have accomplished. You've accomplished a lot. Learned a lot of merit badges. You've done a great service project. It's also about looking forward. Right? Today marks not the end, but the beginning of some responsibility that now you carry to your shoulder. The badge that you will get today reminds you that you lead by example. You serve your community and your country, and you continue to strive to make it a better place, right? Yeah. By your actions. So I have some things I want to charge to you. The last thing I've got to give you, right? Yeah. It's no longer some paperwork. We did that for you, right? Yeah. Lots and lots of paperwork. So, Cayden, I charge you to undertake your citizenship with a solemn dedication. Be a leader. Lead toward the best and the morally correct things. Lift every task that you do and every office that you will hold to the highest level of service to God and to your fellow man. Live and serve that those who see you be inspired by your example. You're going to take that charge? Yes, sir. So it's my honor as Scoutmaster to not only lead him in the paperwork drill, but also bestow upon him the rank of Eagle. This time I'd like to do this. Behind every Eagle Scout, and every Scout in general, is a family that provides you with support, encouragement. Sometimes the encouragement could be a pat on the back or a little kick in the nose, right? But it's a form of encouragement. And you have that with your parents. They've been behind you every step of the way. So, with that, we can get down to the business here at the end. So, Cayden, all of us know that. You have a medal, the Eagle Medal, which has the eagle and the red, white, and blue, a symbol of our freedoms and the means that support you as your leader. I'm going to ask your mom to put down on the chair. Along with that medal, you do have your patch there. I pull it out. Go on your shirt. Put it in there now. Wear that till you're 18. Which I think hope to continue to see you come to camp out to speaks. And it's your Eagle badge. Give that to Dad. And your neckerchief slide, which is a gift from Michelle. Cayden has earned lots of merit badges. So for every 5 merit badges that he goes over the required 26, he can earn a palm. I have 3 of them today. So there is a quarter, a bronze, a gold, and a silver being the highest. And in order, we're going to pin those onto his medal. So I will let Ross start first. Ross. That you have some cards with my signature on it. Bryson. Any memories, you just put it on. Call. Last but not least, parents have been there to support you the whole time. So you've got a parent hand first for your mother. Along with that, you do have a card, carry your wallet, so if anyone ever says, Cayden, are you really an Eagle Scout? You can pull it out and say, yes, I am. I'm a card-toting Eagle Scout. And you can display that in your office. Put it out somewhere and be proud of it. Don't hide it under a bushel basket, right? Let your light shine. Let them know that you are an Eagle Scout. And remember, when you're an adult, don't say I was an Eagle Scout. You are an Eagle Scout, right? Always. And last but not least, the gift from the truth is your Eagle statue. I present to you Eagle Scout Cayden Osborne. and Cayden, and then I'll turn it over to Ron, if you have 2 mentor pins that you need to hand out to your mentors. Turn it back over to Ron. Push the pin on.
I'd like to call on Mark Watson and Matt Sheffield over here.
Thank you. And at this point, I would like to invite Mark Watson back up to share some remarks.
I have notes also. Like Carlos, I can't speak on the fly, so I had to put a little thought into it. And it's not a lot of words, I just have to make the print real big so I can see it. And I'm still gonna wear my glasses so I don't mess it up. All right. Good afternoon, Troop 202 and friends and family of Troop 202. When Charles reached out to ask me to be here today and share my reflections on Cayden's Trail to Eagle, I was not just glad to do it, I was genuinely honored for the invitation, so thank you. For those of you who don't know me, both of my sons went through this pack and troop, and as part of their journeys, I got to be a part of Cayden's also. So thank you for allowing me to be a part of your scout experience. Cayden and I were part of a crew that went to Philmont Scout Ranch together in 2023. For anyone not familiar with Philmont, it's a challenging, about 2-week adventure in the backcountry of New Mexico, chock full of moments that are cemented in memory for as long as my mind holds up. On the way there, we got to look down on the world from the top of Pikes Peak and then up at Carlos as our train left him at the station. At Philmont, we became a crew, sharing the trail, sharing the workload, and sharing our frustrations. It wasn't easy, but we all made it. Even if some came sliding in, dehydrated and half dead. You climbed Baldy. At 12,441 feet, it's the highest peak in Cimarron Mountain Range. We had an unexpected 4x4 off-road adventure after we took an unplanned route out of camp. We weren't lost, it was just unplanned. Through all this, I'm proud to say that Cayden and all the boys showed a tremendous amount of grit and determination. Even more importantly, we always made the best of the worst situations. More words. Charles, be proud. Now seems like a fitting time to tell you, practically every day or several times a day, Cayden would mention you. Either how you would like something, or in fact wouldn't like something. In any case, I don't think he was homesick. He just genuinely had you on his mind in all that he was doing. Be proud. When I pulled this uniform out of the closet today, I hadn't worn it in a little while, I was immediately reminded of so many things from your trail. Later, when you look back at your uniform, or the statue, or any other memento you pick up throughout this, you may understand that this is your patch. Right? This is your belt buckle that I have here. This is your belt loop over here that says itinerary 11. And these boots, after hiking dozens and dozens of miles, climbing Baldy and all the other adventures, were branded before we left Philmont. These are your boots. Thank you for letting me be a part of your trail to Eagle. I hope you are proud of your accomplishments and experiences. Mom and Dad, you have a fine young man earning his Eagle Scout rank today. Thank you, Cayden.
Thank you, Mark. And at this point, I'd like to invite invite Carlos Tolero to come up and add some remarks as well.
Well, as Mark said, I don't need paper. I'm so full of it, I've always got words I can say. As Mark said, he spoke a lot about Philmont, but I have been on many, many miles, probably, I'd say, probably hundreds of miles with Cayden on the trail. One thing I always liked about Cayden, he just did what had to be done. Didn't have to coax him, push him, never heard him complain. He's a fairly quiet young man anyway, but he never would complain. He just does what had to be done, and that was it. I think if he did complain, it was usually to his dad, because I would always hear them back there in the back fussing at each other a little bit. But, I mean, we've had some scouts that let everybody know they're not happy. Not Cayden. He's a very quiet young man. Philmont, never heard a peep out of him. He did what had to be done. As Mark said, Philmont is a challenge, both mentally and physically, and he did great. So I think he's going to be able to handle the challenges of life very well, as I hope all scouts here will eventually be able to do. But Eagle is something that all you guys see him with all these merit badges and getting his Eagle presented to him. It is important, and it is something you've already started and well on your way. And I hope none of you do, and I hate to always have to hang my head. I'm one of those guys that at the end, I didn't get there. So please don't do like I do, because I regret every day of my life that I did not finish that challenge. So I'm glad to see we have one more out of 202. I hope that all you guys, especially the ones that get to Eagle or just in Scouts in general, continue on and help out the community. Right now, as you guys know, I've kind of shifted to 82, and I am loving it. That group needs me so bad over there, and I'm actually helping them to become, hopefully, a troop. Maybe not quite as good as 202, but get darn close, I hope, because they are really needing guidance over there. And maybe someday, I hope we all go again, got my email right? I hope we can continue helping them. I hope 202 can help them to become a troop like 202. But back to the point at hand. Congratulations, sir. Good job.
Thank you, Carlos. And now I would like to invite the man, the legend, Cayden, to deliver some remarks as well. Okay. We'll get to that in a second. Okay, then I would like to call up Darren for some remarks as well.
So I've probably got the least experience with Cayden, but I came over, my son transitioned over from the pack about 2 years ago, and during that time, I got to be involved and help with the Eagle Scout project. We, as Matt shared earlier, the hole we had to dig was pretty good size, 3 foot deep, and most of it got done with the track coat. But late that night, we had to go deeper, and we chiseled, drilled, dug, hand rocks at what we could do out of a hole, and spent a night, getting it done. But we got it done. That was it. Then the day we got to do the concrete, I got to help mix. It felt like hundreds and hundreds of bags of concrete. I don't know exactly how many it was, but 63. It felt like way more than that. But it was a good time, and then planting the plants and all that. It looks really good, guys. If you don't get a chance to go over there, check it out. I've also, during the 2 years, I got to do 2 summer camps with Cayden, and watching these kids grow over time, even the 2 years that I got to see, And Cayden, watching him on his trail to Eagle, being able to help lead this troop, it's really great. And that's something that us leaders, you know, it means a lot to us to be able to see us watch you grow up and do the things. And it's also, I've watched Cayden also be able to not only new skills he learns along the way, but also him helping the younger scouts, which I'm involved with, and helping train them or teach them a skill. That's all part of it too. It's not just the merit badges you earn, it's also passive those down. And that's one of the things that I like to see. So these skills that you learn, Cayden, over these years, be reminded that these aren't just skills you learn just for a merit badge. These are skills that, as I told my son and some of the younger ones, these are lifelong skills. These are things that you can use every day, things that you can use in your career, whatever that might be. These leadership type skills, all these other skills, you never know where these come in. So that's one thing to do. And also, you can take these skills and be able, like I said, to teach maybe your kids one day, or be up here with lead with us and be a leader and help teach these skills. The Eagle Scout rank was one of my greatest achievements that I got back in May of 2001, and I know it's not easy to get there, so you've done a lot of work, and you should be proud. Your parents definitely should be proud. Continue, Cayden, to use these skills and different things, and live by the Scout laws, the Scout oath, and you will achieve great things. Congratulations. Yeah.
Now I would like to invite Cayden to deliver some remarks.
First of all, I want to thank everyone for coming out, and glad everyone can make it. Second thing, I want to thank my mom and dad for making everything possible and allowed me to achieve my goals. To my Scoutmaster Matt, thank you for the guidance you gave me and pushed me that 0.2 mile down the trail. Darren and Bryson, thank you for helping me dig a hole for my flagpole. Thank you so much, because we'll be still digging that hole. Mark Boston and Carlos, thank you for getting me through Philmont, because that was just a big challenge to get through Philmont. Thank you. Thank you, Christy, for letting me use this for my ceremony. Thank you for helping me design my layout for my Eagle project. Also, thank you for spending hours working on the wooden piece back there. Thank you, Kirk's mom, Sandra, for sewing all my patches on. There's a lot of patches, sorry. To my family out of town, to my friends and family who are out of town, couldn't be here today, thank you for support and encouragement over the years. If you haven't already, sign the wooden board back there, please, when you get a chance. Thank you.
All right, then I would like to call upon Bryson Honeycutt to lead us in a closing prayer.
God is reverent. God, our Creator and Father, we thank you for the give special thanks for Cayden Osborne, for the mentors and friends who have guided him, and for the hard work you have enabled him to accomplish in earning the highest rank in scouting, the Eagle Scout. May you continue to guide him and to all witness his ceremony today, to do our tribute to God, country, and to help him others at all times, to keep ourselves physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. We may all strive to live the ideas of scouting, to be trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. We also ask for our blessing on the food and fellowship that will follow this ceremony. May this meal nourish our bodies as this occasion of nourishing our spirits. Bless the hands that prepared it as well, and those who have gathered to celebrate Cayden's achievement. Amen.
Thank you, Bryson. Thank you all for coming to celebrate with us today. This Eagle Court of Honor.
Did you want me to give a speech?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Always last minute.
No.
All right. So first off, I want to thank everybody that came, and all the scouts, leaders that supported this young man. You would notice some of the pictures. He's like D-Stall, a big smile. Still here, still got the same goober smile. But we've had a lot of adventures over the years. But one thing that keeps coming back to my mind is I've been trying to get some words together is we had just crossed into Weeblo Scouts. And Cayden made me say, Dad, I don't want to go Scouts anymore. I want to quit. Okay. So that's fine. So I grabbed the stuff and I'm walking out the door and he goes, well, where are you going? I was like, well, I got 8 other kids that depend on me. So I'm going to go teach them and help them get into the troop. And then we'll work about what I'm going to do after that. So he grabbed his book, came with me, never looked back since. So here we are today in Eagle Scout. So congratulations, son. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you all for coming to celebrate with us. This Eagle Court of Honor is adjourned. Please join us for a reception. Scouts and leaders, please wait for a photo before joining the reception. Thank you all.